because the last couple of times
Never
we
happened.
get caught saying stupid things
It's a waste of
before
time.
because
I
she
don't know why
didn't
she
tell us.
bothered.
How are we doing that? Is it time yet?
I don't know.
See?
What?
That's what we're running against. She
How
does
is this
know.
possible?
This is the director.
Does it say on the thing? Are we live?
Oh, you are live. You
Okay.
have it.
Yay!
Professionalism, Bill.
Bring it in.
Lights,
Rolling.
camera,
Rolling.
sound,
Rolling.
action.
Bang! Welcome to Postcards from Lowell on WOMY. Oh my. Thank you for joining us. This is the 7,403rd issue of it.
Yes.
Because we only put the ones that make it on the air. I mean, we just
You
filter
missed
it
the
down.
other 7,000.
And you're lucky.
Yeah, they are.
How
lucky.
many years? How many years on?
Oh, actually, 2.5 years.
2.5.
2.5.
We started during the COVID, and as I said when I started it, too many people were saying, "Oh, I'm so unhappy. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'll make you happy. I'll put something stupid on the
I said that pre-COVID.
Yeah, we were always that way. We could do that, but there were just too many people
Well, you
saying
accomplished that.
they weren't happy, and I'm saying, "Well, we can fix that."
We can do a little something fun.
And we did. We've had over 500 views on this show during the time.
Per episode.
Probably averaging about 250 now because a lot of the people that were watching it had to go back to work and leave the house. So
Now the
anyway,
kids are back in school.
yeah, but we've had fun doing it, and that brings up the thing. Let's tell them what it is. Postcards from Lowell. This is a postcard from Lowell,
Thanks.
courtesy of
Chris
Susie
and Megan.
Jones. And speaking of Jones, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, we've Jones in for something.
Oh, we got a Jones surprise.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeehaw.
Maybe.
And speaking of Joan, my sister Joan gave me this Lowell sign
Yes.
and this telephone.
Hello.
Not yet.
I'll showcase the telephone. Ooh, yes.
And it still works, unlike me.
Well, you're still holding in there, Bill.
Well, I'm holding, but
These are also a vintage postcard
A Lowell vintage postcard.
yes.
and another postcard.
Yes.
Thank you, Deborah and Conrad.
Yep, they'll always be Demrid Conrad to us.
Amen.
Amen. Exactly.
And we love you guys, and seriously. And Carol, my daughter, gave me my Justin glass. I love this. Was my grandson Justin's glass, and it makes me think of him every time I use it. I only use it just once a week because it's precious. I don't want to lose it or hurt it.
Yeah.
Or stuff
nice-
like
it's
that.
nice
So
mug.
we won't.
This is you don't want to clink?
No, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is my Lowell mug that accidentally fell off a truck, and Bill and Marianne were there just in time to get it.
Yeah, and the driver was looking south.
That's how it did. That's how
And
it
we
goes.
caught it on the north.
You told him to look south.
That's what I said.
That's what you paid him for.
So anyway, my postcard from Lowell today is a real great one. And if anyone would like to call, never mind.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of useless, Bill. At this point.
Oh.
Okay, you're right. It's useless. Anyway, if
That should have
you
been
don't
done a
know
long
how
time
cool
ago.
It was useless from the beginning. Every number on a board. Here we are.
All right, so here we are. Drum roll. This is the last Postcards from Lowell show.
It is.
This is it. The end. Goodbye. Ta-ta. And I say it's sort of sad, but very happy that it lasted 2.5 years.
That's a long time.
And it's a lot to do with you. And
Yeah.
I'm serious. My friend Chad here.
Yeah.
You come over and you and I have just silly thoughts and we bounce them off each other.
Can I have a personal moment?
Yes.
This
go
show
ahead.
has lasted longer than most of my relationships.
Well, except for
We
Mary
tried.
Ann, the
We
same with me.
tried.
I feel more about this show than I felt about all the people I've dated.
Isn't that cool? Well, you
No,
know,
that's
the
not
reason
true.
it was
That
so,
is not
it
true.
really is good, and the reason is, again, you put a lot into it, and not to
I
take
tried.
anything away from Mary Ann. Mary Ann has this thing, clockwork. She knows, it aligns everything up, has this, makes sure everything's going, keeps an eye on it. Yeah, I know, but
She does okay.
Well, she's the treasurer, so she's also the highest paid member of the show.
Yes. Isn't that convenient?
It doesn't go on without me.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
It doesn't. And we're glad to have you here. And also, I still have a paycheck coming.
Yeah, and we have a lot of paychecks left over, because we never really sent them out.
No, because people kept turning down the money. They're like, I love to do it, and why would you pay me?
I know. Oh, my aching bacon, what is that?
I don't know what.
Hold
aching
on,
bacon
let me
is.
get it. Hello.
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 This is Alpine Helen with the weather.
Hi, Helen.
She's
Hey,
back.
how you
She's
doing?
back.
We the last.
Oh my!
Today's weather in Lowell is 86 degrees and sunny.
Ooh.
Whoa! Is it muggy?
It's warm.
No, tomorrow's going to be 100 with 105 feel, and Friday the same.
Whoa. How's the chief detective?
Well, I have some exciting news.
Yay.
All right, fire away. We're ready.
Well, while I was on sabbatical, I had twins.
Well, now, does do you know who the father is?
Ace, and their names are On a Stretcher and Need a Stretcher.
Oh.
no.
Well,
And now, are they a boy or a girl, or both are the same, or what kind are they?
Anna is a boy and Nita is a girl.
Is he Ona?
No. That happened already.
no. Yeah. Well, that was a very quick gestation period, and
Yeah, boy, you flew through that deal.
yeah.
They just popped out.
I'm sure. Pop-Tarts.
Oh, Alpine.
Alpine Pop-Tarts. They'll be in the store soon.
There's one thing I'm gonna miss. It's you.
Ian, I don't think you will miss one thing about me, Chad.
Well,
Ian,
No, that's not true, Alpine. He says every time I hang up on her, I feel great.
yes, and
we're also moving to the Aleutian Islands.
That's in Alaska.
that's very far away. It's
Yeah.
cold like your heart.
Yep, Ace is taking a job as a king crab fisherman because it's the most job in the world, and I have a huge insurance policy on him.
Yeah, that girl.
And a girl. That's a wonderful thing to do to our Ace. We were starting to like him.
Yeah. I think.
Well, you better like him because he may not be around too long, you know
We're
what I
gonna
mean?
call him. Hey, no, we're gonna call him Bass, buried at sea.
Not yet.
Alpine, I'm surprised you decided to have children with Ace. I'm sure you adjusted the.
Hey!
Oh, God.
Entree!
Can I hear things about children?
Alpine,
That you, Alpine,
Helen.
you're reproducing out there?
Yeah, it's Alpine on the
That's
phone.
it. I'm moving out of the neighborhood.
Alpine had
I'm
twins.
leaving Lowell. That's it. After all the stories you told, that nothing
she's-
did it any better.
She's leaving Lowell.
She's leaving
She's
Lowell.
going
to
to
the
have an
Aleutians.
opportunity up there to be our weatherman.
Oh,
The
Weather
Aleutian
dude.
Islands. Alaska. Here she
you're
comes.
going to Alaska?
Hey, hello, Louis.
Hi there.
Hello,
nice to see all
Louis.
of you.
This is Louis Clausi.
Floppy doppy.
A pleasure.
Louis, the pay is terrible. I wouldn't take it.
What is it? The weather job?
Oh, yeah, she got her own home. She got her own transportation. Now she...
I'd simply be saying the weather. It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to be dark tonight, getting lighter by dawn.
I figured the gods were really mad you were ending the show with all that lightning and thunder out here.
My phone, someone's calling it.
Well, that's it for exciting news, and it's
Well,
very
listen,
sad that
Alpine-
it's ending, but hey, all good things must come to an end.
I just wanted to tell you something. We have a guest here, and you've never met this guest that'll be on in a minute or two, but she's a faithful watcher of our show, and she always said, that Alpine Helen, I wish I could, and here's what she said I wish I could do. Come on over here, please. You can hang up on Alpine.
Enjoy your time in the illusions and go to those babies and bye.
Oh my! Thank you,
Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly
Jones.
Da, 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 da. Are we both in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Anyway, Kelly has been a
Confusing question.
faithful watcher for a long time with this show.
All
And we
2.5
see your
years.
comments. Yeah, mention that. And we see your comments up there, and it's kind of nice to know that you're here. I wanted you to come because I say we're pulling the plug on this show. I think 2.5 years was fine. We did good. We made a statement. We made it work. We had fun people join us, fun people comment on it.
And then you got me.
It was good. And that's my own sister, Alpine Helen, and I can hang up on her and get away with it. I'm pretty happy. That's how nice she is. She really is.
But
Don't
you know,
either.
now, Kelly might be the last guest on the show, or one of the last guests on the show.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling down the road that something else is going to kind of creep up. We just need to have
It's
some
gonna-
time. And
Creep up like a cheap
and I
pair of
think on the
shorts.
first show again, that I think we have to establish the first guest.
Yes. So you can be the first and the last.
I like that.
That way you
I
can
like
say,
that.
geez, if I put them off the air, at least I brought them back too.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say the minute you guys started doing it, I was already up in Massachusetts, and it took me almost 2.5 years to walk down here to be on the last show.
Yeah.
So
You must have taken a wrong turn at the Appalachian.
You would get off at the wrong exit.
Absolutely. We talked about that. The exits
Yeah.
weren't made right.
They
Had
don't-
the wrong numbers. That's
They know where they. This is the thing. They know where they're going.
Okay.
You know, I mean, seriously, they know exactly where they're going. So why should they worry about tourists don't know, or newcomers or
I
whatever?
have a driver's license. I'm a member now, aren't I?
Of
I have a Massachusetts driver's license.
Wow.
Yep.
No, they don't even
Is
call
that
it that. It's
official?
called an aimer's license. You don't
Aimer's
drive up
license.
there. You aim.
My knuckles were white for quite some time. I got used to it though.
One time, this is a true story. When I was going to school nights in Boston, and it was a night off, and my brother came down, and so we're going to do some of the Boston bar rooms, right? So anyway, because I went to school there, I knew the places to park and the streets and that. Now, Comm Ave is just a busy street in Boston, right in the heart of Boston. Busy street. So anyway, I go flying through an intersection. There's a car coming down Comm Ave. I just go through the intersection. He hits the brakes and he's fishtailing like this. Just missed me. Blew the horn at me and kept going. And that was a police crew, the Boston police. And my brother looked at me, because the drivers are so bad there, my brother looked at me and said, first warning.
first warning.
That was the warning. Yeah, it was on. That's the first warning. That's how bad the drivers are. I almost killed them and they kept going.
It reminds me of Mad Max just a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Just
a bit.
Yes, yeah, just a
And
bit.
I'm thinking it hasn't changed. I mean, I was one of those wacky drivers too. It's the way it is. It's,
Yeah, I get complaints from the Savannah PD about you, but I just let them. I said, don't worry about it. He's a professional. He's a stunt driver.
whatever you say.
He thinks it's a closed course.
I'm thinking whatever you say can't hurt me, right?
No.
I mean, to police or judges or parole officers,
Right.
anything you say about me probably isn't designed to hurt me.
Never.
In your mind.
Not in my mind.
I couldn't say anything bad about you either, so.
Kelly, I got to tell you, when we first met,
Yes.
Odd Lot.
Yes.
It was at Odd Lot. Odd Lot, in, for those of you not from Savannah, is an improv group, and that's where I met Chad, and that's where I met you.
Yep.
And I just remember, it was kind of fun. That was kind of just when I was getting out of it, you were getting into it.
Right.
And Chad, and then COVID came shortly after that, so I mean, it just kind of shut it down.
Yeah.
I felt lucky to do that. We were stationed in Germany before we moved to Savannah, and I did an improv group for the troops.
Good for you.
And we were called General Chaos. It was a blast. It was a blast.
The
And
General Chaos.
I could use my potty mouth back then. Now it's everything's.
No.
No,
Not on Odd
no,
Lot.
no,
Which,
no.
I respect that.
Absolutely.
I do stand-up comedy, and I'm one of the few in Savannah that don't use four-letter words. I challenge
Doesn't that
myself
limit
not.
you though? Because there's like
No.
were, ring.
Well.
I mean, that's kind of like.
He never says Bill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. B-I-L. Bill.
It's a new 4-letter word.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just my choice. I chose not to. It's easy to do, and I figured if I'm going to do, and I started late in life, 69, the first time I stepped on the stage to do comedy, and I says if I challenge myself to just not getting up there and do what everyone else does, I'll work harder at it, and to me it paid off. Anyway, what do you think of my little girl I drew?
Who is that?
That's the Hammer Girl.
Ooh.
From Lowell, yeah. The hammer girl from Lowell.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah, hold on, leave the camera in there because if
Wonder
you
what
move
she
it, it
looks
gets
like
goofed
now.
up.
I'm not
I'm
moving.
very proud of this. I did that the other day, And it's the look on her face that I like. There's thought there behind those
She's
closed eyes.
not listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm used to that.
You must.
I don't see you. I don't hear
Right.
you.
You must have left an impression, Bill. She's got a tattoo of your initials.
Be
Yeah.
safe.
Oh yeah. Wait. I did. Anyhow, isn't she a doll?
A beauty. A
Yeah.
beauty.
You know how I colored it? How I colored her? I just put, it's a pastel crayons, and I just put it on my thumb and just pressed it on.
Wow.
That's how she got colored.
That's awesome, Bill.
I am happy with it. I am very happy with it.
There's another drawing that I stole.
I know it. He really liked it. Anyhow, that's what I've been up to. And
I'm going to use a little bit of my New England accent. Roger Martin is watching.
Roger Martin. Who Roger Martin is? RL from PA.
RL from PA.
Yeah.
What
How you
part-
doing, RL?
What part of Pennsylvania?
He doesn't know. His parents never told him.
Somewhere by the S.
Okay.
And Clarice Palmer is watching.
Hey, Clarice.
That's another New England accent,
I
Palmer.
just want to tell you, I don't want you people watching to get depressed because we will be back on the air sometime, maybe the end of September or shortly afterwards, with a whole new show, and it will not be at Wednesday at 1. It's going to be on anytime we feel
Whenever
like
we
it.
feel like it.
And we'll just come on the air, put it, and then I will send it to my friends that have watched this show.
Yes.
And it won't be on the same time next week or the following week. It might be on the same day, or maybe the next day, or maybe
Ain't no telling.
2 weeks.
Ain't no
away.
telling.
But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna.
Leave you in suspense.
And the last one who's I want to say hello to is our pal, Barbara Griffin.
Hey, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara, how you doing?
This is thinking about you, Barbara and Charlie.
Barbara Griffin, Barbara Griffin, oh, Barbara Griffin. I watch you sniffing. You're rocking and rolling.
In a row.
Hey, she's
Barbara
in a little bit
Griffin,
of a pickle.
Yeah,
voice there.
we needed a female voice on Aluminum Pickle.
Oh yeah, on our group, Aluminum Pickle.
Okay. I was unaware.
Right now,
I feel
well, again, I happen to be the artist. See that?
bad. Okay. Got it.
That's Louis on the guitar.
Are those kosher pickles or sweet pickles?
Well, you'll see.
It's heavy metal. Heavy
Heavy
metal
metal
pickles.
Oh, yeah.
We get them from the rabbi, so I guess they're kosher.
Yeah.
Well,
Kosher.
that's the name of the group, Aluminum
I
Pickle.
love
Here's Chad
Yes.
on the mouth organ, and then me holding the mic and wailing away. So, anyway, you're right, a female voice would be good in there. You had that ba 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 down.
Yeah.
We can do this. We can do this.
Hit the high note. Ba ba, hit the ba ba me. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
You got me. We can do the bass and all that. Then.
Okay.
You got me rocking in the road and breathing in the feeling. Baba ran, ba ba, ba ba ran, ba ba ba, ba ba ran.
See what you started, Barbara.
Nice. We have a new pickle in town.
Hey!
Yeah.
I need to.
Haven't you always loved?
Everybody needs a new
Someone's at
pickle.
the phone.
No, it's a secret.
Hello.
Shh. Listen to me.
She's singing.
Wait a minute.
She's singing these songs.
This is somebody. Hold on. Go ahead. Do it again.
Ba 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 ba. Baba rain. Here you go.
Okay.
You got me rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling. Baba rain, ba ba, ba rain. Ba 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 rain.
Oh.
Ba 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 rain. Baba rain.
So cacophonous. Bill.
Well, thank you,
Adam
Joni.
Messer.
Oh, hey,
You
Joan.
are welcome, and that is my final note.
Wait a minute. If this is Joan, I got a little
It is
story
Joan.
for you. I know it's Joan.
We get a Jones story.
I have a little Joan. Kelly
I
was
like Joan's story.
what Kelly was up in Massachusetts, and she has this beautiful video of her being at the Bridge of Flowers.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Gorgeous. Absolutely
Isn't that
gorgeous.
awesome?
The falls and the flowers, and it was just wonderful. Good food.
I had known you were there. We were only 13 miles from there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I peed on them.
Oh, jeez.
He wanted the flowers.
Watering the flowers.
With Canadian beer.
I think I know which plant it was.
With Canadian beer in it.
It's about to storm over here.
It's only yellow ones.
Maybe next time.
That'll be wonderful. All right. Hey,
Anyway, Joni, thank you so much. You contributed a lot to this show. We
Yes.
really did appreciate it, and
Yeah.
we still do. We're coming up with something different. We're taking a month off to catch our breath. It'll be a different show. It won't be Postcards from Lowell, but it'll be just as
Interesting.
exciting.
oh, yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Now, is Alpine going to be on that or no?
Whatever you want. You know her better than we do. We think she's a head case, but you know, if you want her on, that's fine.
She's definitely a head case.
I don't know how she hasn't been incarcerated yet.
Well, she was. You missed it.
Oh, that explains it.
You know what, Mac? It's time you get on camera. I'm
Yeah,
going to
come on,
say
Mac.
up there.
Continuing sagas of Alpine Helen, definitely.
You know, she's always welcome if you say she can come on, John.
You betcha.
And I'm going to...
Guys, it's been fun. Love you all.
We love you right
we
back.
love you, too. And give
Clem a hug.
Clem and
stretcher.
and Ace a big
You
stretch.
bet.
I gotta go take care of them. They're over there screaming right now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, all.
Bye.
Do I offend? Are you leaving?
No, we got to get...
Gotta get the
We only got to have
the
we
director
try
on.
to get everyone on.
Absolutely. Girl power. Get over here.
Yeah.
We're done now.
Hey.
Bill, are you going to tell them the real reason we're stopping the show?
Oh.
Hang that up, will you? Thanks.
It's so technical in here. I can't handle it.
This is high tech.
I can't handle
This
it.
is WOMY.
Oh,
my. So what was the question?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Oh, it came from behind me.
George Takei has copyrighted Oh My.
Who did?
Oh, yeah.
George Takei from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Who the hell is he?
Sulu, the Asian guy on Star Trek, the original.
I didn't watch it. I mean,
Sulu?
was it any good?
Yes.
It ain't gonna catch on like this did.
No.
No,
So then,
this is
the hell with his
He's just trying to
copyright.
get his piece while we're doing it.
But
Yeah,
I
I mean, I never saw it, so I can't say. He
Thank
can't
you.
say I stole it from
It
him.
says Oh
Hey, Bill,
My.
you didn't hear Kelly.
No,
Our,
different.
yours
You could
is
have
more
that.
Yes,
elevated.
See?
I feel like you're right about that. But that's just one of the reasons. I mean, legal issues, you know, FCC stuff. I'm tired of fighting. Bill.
We didn't fight you. You know, seriously, all I did was bail you out that one time.
This is the truth that should be on
A
camera.
Cuban. He was in a freaking Cuban jail, and I had to bail him out. You talk about causing an international incident.
You know what? But I think bridges were built.
to blow up.
Well,
Can I tell you a story now that you're talking about
Oh, please
Cuban
do.
prison?
Yeah.
We were stationed in Cuba. My dad was the chief of police,
oh wow.
and my brother and I did something.
On Guantanamo, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my brother and I did something that shouldn't have been done, but we were young. I was 5th grade, and he was kindergarten, and they had telephones that you could just pick up and get the overseas operator.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
And
like
for
that.
some reason, I coerced my brother into saying, help, I'm being raped by some broad. Which he did in his very young voice. And after dinner, my father showed up, and he told my mom he couldn't stick around. They were still looking for this young boy.
Oh my
Who had been
gosh.
raped.
To which my brother goes, that was me!
Ah,
So
Oh, he
my
must
dad,
have had a-
he
an
took
attack.
us to the prison
Woodshed.
or whatever, and we got ice cream, we got candy. All the guys that worked for him were like, Chief,
That
this
was
is
cool.
hilarious. So I did time in Gitmo. Yep.
That is funny. You know, I mean, I have a similar story. The post office I worked in, one of the guys come in the afternoon, right, and they had what they call clear them. If you had registered mail, you had to either turn in the slip or the letter that you left a notice. If you had posted due, anything like that, you had to turn it in, plus your keys to open the book. So he gets there, and he knows the guy. Well, someone else is on the phone near them. And when he comes up, they says, you know, who's next? He says, this is a stick-up. You're all under, this is a stick-up. Give me the money. The one on the phone talking to the customer hangs up and calls the police. And about 5 minutes later, the police come bursting in the building, guns drawn. I don't know, what the hell's this about? And then they finally realized it was Clownface over there that said that. So see, you were on your way to like a federal career.
Yeah, yeah.
A life of almost crime.
It has something to do with the feds. They bring that nuttiness out in us.
Well, Marianne, are you sad to be rid of your executive directorship of this show?
No, I think it's going to come back again.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the next round.
You're ready for the next
I'm
thing.
ready for the next round.
Well, we're gonna need the next round of funding.
We got the fun. We just need the ding.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I can go.
I started the dings.
I can start one of those GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who could start it? Clinton.
Oh,
Our buddy Clinton. Everything he touches, he gets donations for.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything. But we got to mention Adam Messer.
Yeah,
who has
I
helped
was just
us
going
with
to
the
say
show.
the same thing.
We not only have to mention him.
This is
The Devil's Due.
The Devil's Due
A compilation
by
of scary
Valhalla
stories.
Books by our friend Adam Messer.
Local or
He is very local.
He's a local
It's a collection of devil stories.
nice.
What happens
Making a deal with
when
the
you
devil.
Make a deal with the devil.
And it always
And it's
sounds
less-
like a great idea.
Right.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. And these are local artists that Adam
That wrote
for them, and that Adam has interviewed and knows well, and they're little short stories.
And we have to say, we don't get anything for
No.
pushing this.
We just
And
like
the
it.
reason we push it, we like him. He puts our show on YouTube for
Yeah.
us. And also, I gotta say it. I mean, this ain't pushing it, but I'm pushing it. He's got another book coming out in October, short
And-
stories on murders, and I wrote 2 of the stories in it.
Nice.
So I am so happy about that.
ValhallaBooks.com.
Yeah.
Come
so-
on over here, Louis. I'll change places with you for a minute.
Here we go.
This is
Dozo.
our buddy Louis
We gotta
again,
get
one of the
everybody in
all-time greats
Hey, Louie.
on WOMY. Oh my!
I'm digging your outfit.
Thank you.
I like the vibe
It's-
you're giving.
It's my Jackson Pollock. I just
Okay,
stand there. And
Kelly, he has a show on WRUU Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
Louis has a great show. That old Savannah Magic talks about the old days in Savannah and what was going on. Really a cool show.
This weekend.
That's where I met him. Is on WRUU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had a great time at that.
Ooh, the weather.
We have had a great time here in Lowell, and certainly revisiting all of Bill's follies over the years.
Are you from Mass also?
No, I'm from New York.
Okay.
That's
Close
why,
enough.
That's why he's
Close
a
enough.
Yankee.
Yeah.
That's why he's a Yankee fan.
Okay.
Bill's trying to read the screen.
Oh,
It's
no.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Barbara Griffin said, "Nice, as long as I'm not the one Bill murders." Barbara, I've known you for so long. That's not going to happen. It would have happened a long time ago. So you're safe. I don't believe in murdering people, but I don't mind writing untrue stories about it. It's fun. It's just fun. I mean, that's the way people have a morbid indenture.
You gotta vent the insanity somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
True
Yep.
crime
Yeah.
podcasts are the biggest thing on podcasts.
I thought you said true crime vodka.
Yes, I'm working on that new launch. True crime vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah. True crime.
Vodka helps.
Okay.
Well,
It's criminal how delicious this vodka is.
from now on, if you want to know the news and what's going on in Lowell, you gotta find it yourself. Simple.
And you know, I was thinking I was going to finish the show by saying, my mother worked for.
Put the camera on Bill.
I was born during World War II, and my mother worked for the. What do you call that?
Your mother worked?
Yeah, she was on the ship. She
Steward?
no, it kind of brought supplies. Anyway, during the war, there was a supply ship that the German U-boats were always trying to hunt down, and she actually gave birth to me. I wasn't born in Lowell. At sea, and she was so busy again fighting off the torpedoes and everything she had to do.
What a woman.
She never actually had turned in a birth certificate for me. I was born on the sea somewhere, they don't even know where. And I only picked Lowell because I figured no one would believe it. So
That's right.
all these stories, I've never even been to Lowell. All these stories are totally made up. None of them are true.
I walked up and down the street and nobody said they knew you. So I believe you. I swear.
They knew Jack Kerouac and Betty Davis and, all the others that were from there. James
I
Lewis.
say Bill, and they're like,
That
Bill who?
story came right directly from his father. His father would have sent something exactly like that, and he would have had you believe in it.
No, I love Lowell.
And then someone would have said to his mother, Ruth, is Bill telling the truth?
We loved it so much when we got there. That's where we got our COVID test. We went to Lowell.
So you had snow up there, right?
Absolutely.
Did you drive through Lowell after the snow? Because
Yes.
they did not know how to plow when I lived there.
Yeah, it was clear.
It was, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something changed.
Bill's gone. Plow the streets.
Might as well get in there.
I kid you not. The only plowing was the cars that would go down and leave the ruts, and that was it. It was brutal.
Jeannie Brazil's watching.
Jeannie!
The Genie.
How you doing with Jeannie? Jeannie was over here the other night.
So, is it time for the after party and all the liquor?
Yes.
Bring it up.
That's right. We can break it up because we have no rules. We never lived by any. We ain't gonna start. Anyway, I want to thank everyone that had anything to do with this. It was just a silly idea I had, and you guys made it work. Because if I sat here for half an hour,
That's true.
beating my gums, that wouldn't have been too interesting. But you all contributed. You all did and not, I don't mean just you folks in the room here, but the people that watched it every week and then commented on me. Did see?
Yeah.
Don't forget the guy upstairs.
How about now, Jeannie?
Thank you, Lord.
There he is.
There he is, see? Answer to him.
But you know what I'm saying, they all made it worth coming back next week and doing another thing. It just was fun and reading the comments on it.
Cool.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Again, we'll have something different though. It'll be different. It won't be this. It won't be the same. And if anyone wants to buy my art that I've been showing you, just I'm not supposed to say that because that becomes a commercial venture. All I'm saying is,
Bill's a starving
you know how to get in touch with me.
He's easy to commission.
Yes, he does do commissions.
Anyway, anything else anyone want to add before we sign off?
It's been awesome. It's been a fun little jaunt, 2.5 years. It's nice.
It kept me connected to Savannah, so
That's
I really,
nice.
Isn't
really
that nice to
appreciate
hear?
that.
And some other people as well.
And
which
you
is
kept me
good.
connected to Bedford because I did live in there for a short while in Bedford.
I heard about that.
Yeah, North Road. Yeah, I'm sure there's still.
I'm connected to Lowell now.
Only towns that I live in actually still have crossing guards. They put the bar down to check. I'm not in the car. Okay, let them in.
I have no idea what Louis is doing with this camera, but
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna get us all.
I got a selfie.
I got selfie.
So now we want to say bye from Lowell. Bye from Lowell. Bye from Lowell. And now we'll go into our hole.
Hey, thank you, Lord.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Thanks for watching us.
Good show.